Hello there, Vlogel here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the second album by the Pixies, Doolittle. Well, what can I say? I've recently got into the Pixies, well, not the Pixies, and I thoroughly enjoy this album, not to spoil what's going to be said soon enough. But I've also owned the first album. It's like a combination, really, of Surfer Rosa and Come On Pilgrim. I haven't really tried this. I haven't tried this album too much. Obviously, know the classics such as Cactus, Bone Machine, and Where's My Mind's obviously a masterpiece. And I've actually probably enjoyed Come On Pilgrim a tiny bit more, with like Holiday Song, I've Been Tired, and Nimrod's Son. But still, I'm sure I'll enjoy this probably soon enough. But I'm going to be reviewing this album. It was released on April the 18th, 1989, and would you believe this, for both of these albums, it only cost me £5, which is absolutely brilliant, seeing as how I'm going to get a Frank Zappa album today, which will probably be 15, so there you go. The second album is known as more accessible, but it's still pretty dark and quite heavy-hearted on most of the tracks. Let's just delve right into this because I've only got 15 minutes. So first off we'll have Debaser, and it is quite simply an awesome song. What we get is, it gets you prepared for what you could expect, and it's got great guitars, bass, I love the tambourine, I love the drums, and it just fills you with adrenaline. And what delivers is the amount of enthusiasm present for Black Francis, and he places into his vocals, creating this snappy, powerful overtone to it. The chorus, Unshen Andalusia, is shouting at Shen, gives it a really grunge kind of feel. It's based on a movie called Unshen Andalusia, and has parts of the movie in the lyrics, like slicing up eyeballs. Maybe more lyrics would have been nice, but with the album containing short and kind of things like that, I'm not going to complain at all. It's a 10 out of 10 song, it's absolutely perfect. We then have the second song, Tame. This is probably the least accessible song. It is extremely noisy and sounds almost near like slash metal through the vocals. It starts with whispering and then just goes into an explosion of really booming and angry shout, and it's just really epic right now. It then settles down to grunting and panting, which makes it even more unsettling. It makes Francis sound like a savage dog kind of thing. It's kind of like hardcore punk because of its length, but it's still vastly enjoyable. It's a 9.4 out of 10 song. We then have the third song, Wave and Mutilation, which jumps straight in to the end of Tame. And it jumps straight into a really nice electric guitar, and has an epic quality to it. I love the lyrics, like drown that car into the ocean, you'll think I'm dead, but I'll sail away in a wave of mutilation. And it's nice to have a fuller kind of chorus to it. And it just has that ring of a classic, which I really love, and it's a great song, 9.4 out of 10. I Bleed is the fourth song, and the guitar again is a really big highlight. And there's a more easier form of the punk genre that they seem to try and influence and try and get in this album. But there's one thing that sort of ruins it a tiny bit for me, and that's the vocals. I feel that Kim Deal would have been best to sing this herself. But until they say we go to sleep, Francis' vocals before this is a bit weak and a bit out of sync, same kind of like the Johnny Cash take on Girl from the North Country off Nashville Skyline. But that's a great song aside from that still. And this is still a great song. I love the oohs in there when they say I bleed. I love the frantic drumming and the great dark lyrics. It's 8.6 out of 10. This is the next song, Dead, and it has an awesome groove with drums, and definitely fits the grunge feel, with Black's vocals being said through like a transceiver kind of thing, and has this uninviting guitar, and there's no real negative to it really. Maybe the guitar that's going on now can be a bit annoying and in your face, because it does this about 5 times maybe in the 2.5 minutes it's on, but still really good, 9 out of 10. We then have the fifth song, Here Comes Your Man, and this is a song that everyone should know, or at least recognise this loose guitar that's playing, and it's most suitable for the single for the album. It is the easiest song to get into, and is probably the most there's another song later, the most upbeat song. And I love the video to it where they're purposely not doing anything, they've just got the mouth wide open. Obviously showing like Top of the Pops where they have to stay and sing for 10 minutes live. And everything is just perfectly suited for a classic rock song. Catchy and great guitar, great backing, and just really good. It's classic, 9.6 out of 10. This is Monkey Gone to Heaven. This seriously is a perfect song. The bass is great, the vocals are epically forceful, has great drumming. I love how they have orchestral kind of elements to it. It has a very catchy chorus. Kim's vocals adds a more sweeter side to it. The lyrics are great. I love If Man is 5, The Devil is 6, and God is 7. The whole thing fits also with the album cover. It has a monkey on it, you know, up here. And you can see the numbers 5, 6, 7 along it. Absolutely essential track in which I can't see how anyone could dislike it. Really, I can't. And really do get it now. It is a 10 out of 10 song. This is Mr. Grieves. And first, as you can probably hear, has this kind of reggae kind of quality to it, and keeps this for about half of the song. I love this. I love how like his laugh is really demonic and sounds kind of insane. The guitar then slowly kicks in this melancholic kind of feel, which sounds very fresh. The song mentions the album name, you know, Doolittle. Has interesting changes from reggae and then this faster kind of soft rock kind of thing. Really like it, 8.6 out of 10. This is Crackity Jones, and tells the story of a true story apparently of a creepy roommate that Francis once had. With the lyrics telling the story about this guy. As you can tell, a very fast song, and it should be because it's under 1.5 minutes, and it's a shorter song as well. Best bits is the short little guitar solo that happens. It's pretty dramatic sounding, which I really like, and it's an 8.3 out of 10. This song seems to be on many people's list as the worst song on the album. I really disagree, instantly. As you can tell, the drummer, David Lovering, it's coincidence his name has love in it, takes the headlight, and it's a really fun song. It really takes the mick out of love songs, apparently. With the whistle and then the say I love you being said. Not only does Lovering's drumming shine, but this is one of the only songs aside from the B-side they've done where he sings in it. And this is a really big shame, I'll say that, as he has a great voice which sounds quite about like Morrissey off the Smiths. Although simple, yes, his voice is probably the freshest and more tuneful to it. Aside from the I love you thing that happens, which is a tiny bit annoying, but this is a brilliant song. 9.6 out of 10. At first, number 13, Baby, sounds a lot like Mr. Grieves at this bit. And to be honest, the verses aren't really that good. However, the two choruses, where it talks about the girl's colours eyes and I'm in a state, is the best bit. It is really good. From this song, the songs are a bit longer, as the guitar solo is chucked in, all playing simplistic, quirky kind of elements to it. And this is probably the best bit actually. 8.6 out of 10. This hit me a lot when I first saw it, or heard it, and it sounds really epic. And the yo-hos just shows how fun they must have had making this album and have making these songs. My only complaint is sort of a switcheroo of the complaint on I Bleed. This time I believe it should have just been a Francis only song. As Kim singing this, there goes my gun, Sounds a bit stupid. It's another song under 2 minutes, so oh well. It's about an 8 out of 10. This is Hey, yet another highlight. Has many different things happening in this song, which is always a good thing. We first sound like an early Cure song, in fact. Starting slowly, as you can hear, getting faster, then brings us another guitar solo, which is also equally like number 13 Baby, really quirky and nice. Love those lyrics, whores in my head, whores at my door, whores in my bed. The guitar solo is really good. Very chilled out, in fact, and sort of calms the flow that you kind of get with a frantic kind of feel, making it sound like a nice simple rock kind of thing. But still, 9.2 out of 10. Here we have Silver. And what is great is we have a song now where it flows far better with Francis and Kim singing together, as they're singing in the same vocal range. The slide vocal makes it sound very spacey. It's a song for long car journeys, perfect for that kind of thing. There's a great comment on fact, I think it's the top comment on the video. Silver is the point at which you wake up in the middle of the desert the next day with a hangover. Perfectly described. 8.6 out of 10. This is the last song, Gouge Away. Oh, it's a simple rock tune, in fact. I love the humming that you get later in it, and it has a simple melody in the lyrics. And it's quite a simple ending to the album, in fact. There's nothing really that stands out for me in it. Again, it brings like Debaser, a more shoutier kind of thing, but really there's not that much to it. It's about a 7.6 out of 10.
So then, to conclude, I worked out that the average is around an 8.3 out of 10, and believe me, it's way better than that. Honestly, I just think that with the amount of different changes to the genres, amount of changes in tempo, and the amount of emotions they try and give out, that honestly, it just makes it extremely enjoyable, and it's overall worth a 9.2 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Hope you join me next time for whatever review I'll make. Have a good day, evening, or whatever. Bye bye.